We have all these tools and plans available to us to help us measure and manage change. But what we haven't spoken about yet is who. Who, for example, should build ADKAR in the individuals impacted by the change? Who should provide oversight over the implementation of those plans? One of the more revealing pieces of insight from ProSci's best practice research is precisely speaking about this discussion of roles. This research is around the preferred senders for the messages of change. In summary, the insight here is that employees prefer to get the personal messages about the change, in other words, what's in it for me, from their direct supervisors or line managers. Whilst the organizational messages about the change, those should come from the CEO or from the executive sponsor. Based on research such as this, ProSci has been able to define 4 core roles. 2 of these are what's known as change-enabling roles, and the other 2 are the employee-facing roles. In this video, we will discuss each of these in turn, looking at defining those roles, as well as how they are critical to managing change. My name is Nick, and we are AndChange. Let's start with the change-enabling roles. These are the strategic roles that plan out the steps and actions to be taken by others that promote a successful change. The first enabling role is that of the project manager. This is the person who takes care of and plans the technical side of the change. So, as an example, if the change were to be the installation and use of recycle bins, then this is the person who would source the right bins, make sure they're the right size, and plan out their installation over the right period. These are the people who will take care of the technical side. The other enabling role is that of the change manager. The change manager is the person in charge of taking care of the people side of the change. So where the project manager is concerned with the installation of the bins, the change manager is concerned with getting people to actually use the bins. Obviously with the help of a few helpful tools and models such as ADKAR. It is also crucial that change managers and project managers integrate their plans. Project managers can't simply replace the bins as soon as they're sourced and ready for installation and expect people to use them. Similarly, change managers can't expect people to use bins that aren't installed. At the risk of sounding tautologous, therefore, change managers need to prepare people for the use of the bins as they are installed. A word of caution here. There are situations where one person will be expected to fulfill the shoes of both enabling roles, that of the project manager and change manager. This is only really effective when that person is given, preferably by their sponsor, both the time and the resources to properly do both. The enabling roles therefore do all the planning to make sure that the employee-facing roles are equipped to execute on the change successfully. At the beginning of this video, we referenced the ProSci research on preferred senders of communications, and this is where that insight really comes into play. Given that there are 2 separate preferred senders of messages, it follows that there are 2 employee-facing roles. The first and most important role is that of the change sponsor. They are the ones who usually see the need for the change, provide the resources, and cut the red tape.
Red tape all over the place. Cut the red tape.
They need to decide, give direction, and allocate resources for the change. But as change leaders, we ask them to do things other than just executive decisions. In brief, executive decisions take care of the technical aspects of the change, and they are important. But as change leaders, they must actively and visibly participate in the change, not just executive decisions, but also executive actions. As with most things, it's easy to decide, but very difficult to do, and successful change managers must deliver on both without seeming draconian. The second employee-facing role is that of the people managers. These are your frontline managers and supervisors. They are the ones who will build ADKAR in the individuals impacted by the change and make sure that that change sticks. If you haven't already, go check out our series on ADKAR to find out why I call the people managers our superheroes of change. There is a relationship between people managers and the people they manage that is simply unattainable for any of the other three core roles, because they are the only ones who know their people by name and surname. They are therefore the only ones uniquely positioned to effectively coach the change in those impacted by it. Though the job titles may vary from place to place, the roles played are always inexorably linked to these four core roles. Each role has their part to play in the orchestra of the organization, and each part should not only understand their instruments, but know how to use them. We equip them with the tools and skills that they need to succeed as part of our role-based training. If you'd like more information on this, check the link below. Let us know in the comments what you would like to see next. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. From myself, Nick, and everyone here at AntChange, happy changes!